my submission to the assignment 5, the graphs. So here we ask to do a build a family tree. So we were asked to have a graph structure to represent it, and this graph needs to be a weighted graph. So the way will constitute types of relationship, um, and then we are also to ask to have an interface in which a user can create a new family member and add them to the tree. This can be a simple CLI where we can provide name, gender, age to create person. Then another simple CLI where they can select uh, which and edit the relationship. And finally, we can also editing the family using another CLI to do it. And then we were asked to have like some data assertions within the family tree class that enforce some like certain roles exist in typical human families. As example, person should not have any kind of relationship to itself, um, and cannot like marry to himself, something like this. The goals of this assignment first will be create a family tree class that will represent the family tree for a given family. The class should have like contain several types of relationships that commonly happen within a family, like sibling marriage, offspring. Then we are programmatically have to add family member to the graph as described by the company family description file given by the homework. Um, Third, we should give data assertion to the family tree class to enforce restrictions for basic family structure at least 3. Um, for example, person cannot marry themselves. 30 will be provide a simple CLI enable user to add, remove, edit family members. And the total is 240 points, and assignments only was 200. The 40 is like extra optional goals. So let's look at the code. For the first beginning, we define the person class. So for every person in this graph, we'll have their name, person ID, gender, and age. And then we will define the graph class. So when firstly we'll have graph as dictionary and person as dictionary and person ID as dictionary. Then we have insert. So we'll insert person name, the person ID, and person ID into person ID, and graph dictionary. And then we have this remove method. So this will be taking firstly from the person, take the name and their ID as PID, and then pop from each of this dictionary, and then we are going to take a look in the relations. So remove from all the relations that the person is appearing there. And thirdly, we would have this edit method. So we would have their name, new gender, and new age. So if a person, first we're going to take the person's name from the person dictionary, and then we will change their name, gender, and age, assign them to the new one, and then we will pop the name also from the person, and then we would put the new name into the person dictionary. And then we have the add relation method. So firstly, we take like the person name 1 and 2 and their relation there. So firstly, we're gonna get their IDs, and then we're gonna check what type of relationship we are going to add. So if like it's in spouse, we're gonna do the assertion. So basically, it's like we cannot have spouse if a person cannot have like multiple spouse. So and then we're gonna add it, add the relation from like person 1 and person 2, adding each other to their like relations, and then we're gonna check the sibling relationship and add it to the sibling relationship. And then we have the parent relationship. So we're gonna like recursively call the add relationship um, from children, and then that children is going to the next. So if in children, we're gonna create a set. So basically, we're gonna add the children into there, and then we are gonna also like add the backweight from the parent to the set for the children. Then we're gonna check if the relationship is adopted. So if and then we're gonna add like as children to the both side, to the adopted and adopted children and also parents adding to them. And then we have this print method. So this method we're gonna print basically all the people and their relationship from there. So then we're gonna build family tree based on our graph class. So firstly we're gonna initiate the graph from a family tree. And then we're gonna use the create an add family member. Basically here we have the assertion to check the person we're gonna add is not in the graph already. So then we're gonna using the graph method insert to insert a new person. Similar for added. So added, we're gonna firstly use assertion to check if the name is in the family tree already. Then we can only edit it. And also we're gonna add the relationship. You have the add relationship method. So here we're gonna have the same assertion. Is similar assertion is like people cannot have like relationship to him or herself. Only this way we're gonna add the relation into the family tree. And then we're gonna define the method remove family member. So the assertion here is we can only remove the person by their name if it's the person is in the family tree. And then we have this print method. So here we're gonna print out the graph. So here we're gonna in the main function we're gonna create a family tree given all the information we have from our like a family description file. Age we're gonna add it for like convenience even though we're not given. And there are like 8 families in total, so we add family member first, and then we're gonna add the relations for each family. For example, like spouse, parents, siblings, adoption, divorce. And to create an interface, we're gonna have this flag variable in order to keep taking input from the interface. So firstly, we're gonna have this interface to ask show all the operations you can do here, and then take the response from the input. So if it's 1, we're gonna print. If it's 2, we're gonna ask user to add new member name, age, ID, and then insert into it. And then for the response 3, we're gonna have to remove the family member given the name. And if it's 4, we're gonna ask for the name for the person we want to edit, and then ask for the new name, new gender, new age, and then we're gonna edit it. So for 5, we're gonna have to put the name, the true name of the person of the relationship, and then we're gonna want it to edit it. So to want to add the relationship to it, and we have the options. And then if it's 6, we're gonna exit, and then we're gonna turn this into 4. We're gonna close it. Else we're gonna print the invalid input, and then we will ask you to try again. So from here, we can see when we put 1, it printing out all the relationships we have possibly here. And then we tried also to add a family member. So if we look at here, I changed the name of Kathy Linton to Kathy to C to K, and remain same for everything else. So from here, you can see from the family tree, the name of like Kathy has been edited to C from C to K anywhere. So that is what uh, we done for the graph assignment. Thank you, Professor.